5 Singer sewing machines, 5 very different types of users. Stay to the end, because the strongest machine on paper may not be the one that makes the most sense for your projects. First place goes to the Quantum Stylist 9985. It is the most advanced machine in this comparison, and you notice that immediately when you start exploring the touchscreen, stitch library, lettering options, and automatic controls. The big advantage is flexibility. You can work on clothing, decorative projects, quilting, buttonholes, and personalized lettering without constantly changing your setup. Automatic threading, tension adjustment, tie-off, and thread cutting remove many repetitive steps. Compared with the 9960, it offers more stitches, an extra alphabet, and a color touchscreen that makes the controls easier to understand. But exactly here, there is something you should know. With 960 stitches, the machine can feel overwhelming, especially if you mainly sew straight lines, hems, and simple repairs. It is also the heaviest model here, and its sewing space is not especially large for bulky quilts. The included soft cover also provides less protection than a hard case. And this is the right choice for experienced users who enjoy decorative sewing and want room to develop more advanced skills. But if you want similar computerized convenience with a simpler interface and a useful extension table, the next machine may feel more practical. Links to all the products in this review at the best available prices are in the description below the video. Second place goes to the Quantum Stylist 9960. For me personally, this is one of the most balanced machines in the ranking, because it combines advanced features with controls that feel slightly less intimidating than those of the top model. You still get automatic threading, thread cutting, tension adjustment, speed control, needle positioning, stitch memory, mirror imaging, and stitch elongation. The included extension table is especially practical when fabric starts pulling away from the machine. Compared with the 9985, it gives up the color touchscreen and some stitch choices, but it is lighter and may be easier to justify for regular home sewing. The downside is that it still has a learning curve. With hundreds of stitches and many programmable settings, beginners may spend more time studying the controls than sewing. Its setup can also feel complicated at first, and although it is lighter than the top model, it is not a machine you will want to carry around every day. Choose this one if you want computerized control for clothing, quilting, home decor, and decorative work without paying for the largest possible stitch library. And if your priority is power rather than programming, the next model takes a very different approach. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel if this comparison is helping you choose. Third place goes to the heavy-duty 4452. This machine is not trying to impress you with a huge screen or hundreds of decorative patterns. Instead, it focuses on speed, strong fabric feeding, and straightforward mechanical controls. In everyday use, that means you can move between basic clothing repairs, canvas, vinyl, and several layers of denim without searching through digital menus. The included walking foot, non-stick foot, heavy-duty needles, and clearance plate make it more versatile than the 4411. It also has an automatic needle threader and a one-step buttonhole, two useful advantages over the simpler heavy-duty model. But there is a problem. At full speed, the machine can become noisy, and precise low-speed control may take practice. Independent testing has also reported inconsistent tension on certain fabrics, and unlike the computerized machines above it, there is no automatic thread cutter, lettering, stitch memory, or display to guide you. This model makes sense if you regularly sew thicker materials and prefer physical dials over touchscreens. It is also a strong choice for fast repairs and practical household projects. But if you want similar speed for less money and can accept fewer conveniences, the next machine keeps things even simpler. Fourth place goes to the heavy-duty 4411 in pink. Under the bright exterior, this is a simple mechanical workhorse built around fast sewing, a metal interior frame, and a stainless steel bed plate. It reaches the same maximum speed as the 4452 and can handle denim, canvas, and layered fabrics. Stitch length, stitch width, needle position, and presser foot pressure can all be adjusted manually. Compared with computerized models, there are fewer settings to learn, fewer menus to navigate, and less between you and the actual sewing. The trade-off is convenience. There is no automatic needle threader, and the 4-step buttonhole requires you to change the dial during the process. You also get far fewer stitch options than with the 4452. It can be loud at higher speeds, and large, heavy projects may cause the relatively light machine to shift on the table. This is worth considering if you want a basic heavy-duty machine for repairs, workwear, bags, or home projects. It is focused, fast, and easy to understand. But for beginners who care more about portability and simple light sewing than thick materials, the final model may be less intimidating. Fifth place goes to the lightweight M1500. It is the smallest and simplest option here, designed for basic repairs, alterations, and first sewing projects rather than advanced creative work. The controls are easy to understand because most settings are already decided for you. Select a stitch, thread the machine, and begin sewing. At only 10 pounds, it is much easier to store or carry than either Quantum Stylist model. For a small apartment, occasional use, or a beginner learning basic seams, that simplicity can be a real advantage. But the limitations appear quickly. There are only 6 built-in stitches, and you cannot manually adjust stitch length or width. The front-loading bobbin takes more practice than a top drop-in system, and there is no automatic needle threader. It is also not intended for repeated work with thick denim, canvas, or several heavy layers. Consider this machine when you need something compact for simple clothing repairs, light crafts, or learning the basics. But if you expect your projects to become more demanding, one of the higher-ranked models will give you much more room to grow. Check the top-ranked machines using the links in the description below the video. And remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more honest product comparisons.